Stand tall, spoil walls, O ye buoyant armigers. Best their warriors by the score. Take a bow and best a dozen more.
Hope we find something interesting today. What would you like to talk about? My dad's an antiquarian. He gave me an appreciation of cultural artifacts. Mom showed me how to find them. I prefer to treat such things with the respect they deserve.
A few new nicks as proof of deeds. Stand tall, spoil wars, O ye buoyant armigers. Best their warriors by the score. Take a bow and best a dozen more.
You won't then.
What?
I didn't know you were interested in that genre. I'll have to remember that.
Only the finest merchandise.
Chaguas and Mang.
For the 80th time, help is on the way. I've received assurances from House Redoran. They will handle this trouble in the mine. You need only be patient.
Patient? The foreman just dragged another egg hand out of the mine and he's worse than the rest. This is on your head, Mobena.
For the 80th time, help is on the way. I've received assurances from House Redoran. They will handle this trouble in the mine.
Patient? The foreman just dragged another egg hand out of the mine and he's worse than the rest. This is on your head, Mobena.
We'll deal with the problem as promised, Lord Thun. But we need to hire protection if the ruin is as infested as you say.
I would employ ghost hunters who can't hunt ghosts.
How many push-ups has that been today? Ah, well, one can never be too fit.
Spirits could be dealt with by simply slashing away at them.
I don't have time to speak to strangers, stranger. I need to get these imbeciles.
I'm going to take a moment to make an assumption. You're somewhat versed in fighting, or at the very least defending yourself. It's your aura and the swagger that give it away. Are you looking for work by chance? My outfit specializes in spirit intervention, investigating hauntings and putting lingering spirits to rest. Spirits aren't always welcoming, though. In cases like our current job, we need someone to watch our backs. We're to cleanse a malicious presence on lands recently acquired by our employer. I know very little about the area, other than the Ashlanders think it's cursed. Whatever the presence is, it likely won't sit idle while we exorcise it. Our destination is an old fortress far to the north, accessible only by a small pass in the mountains. There's an Ashlander camp outside of it where we'll be stopping for supplies. We may find out more from them. The friendly gentleman talking to us earlier, Lord Thonlin, that's our employer. He just purchased a writ for the land the fortress sits on. Says he got it rather cheap, too. I imagine the spirit infestation must have lowered the price a bit. First, we figure out why they linger. Is it a cursed relic binding them? Vengeance for a wrongful death? Looking to say goodbye to a loved one? It's always different. Once we figure that out, it's easier to get them to move on. I can't say it's always been perfect, but my group's the best at what we do. We even guarantee that our client will be fully satisfied or their money back. Won't find other ghost hunters offering that, I promise. This team here? This team's the best ghost hunting team in all of Tamriel. We all have a special connection with the realm of the dead in one way or another. It helps us communicate and problem solve when it comes to spirits. Near-death experiences. Cast a lightning spell while wading in water could put you one step into the great beyond. There's just something about having one foot in the grave that ghosts relate to. Well, then maybe we should talk when we're done. You could round out our group. We're always looking for a little muscle. We thought Shars knew how to fight. I mean, just look at his arms, but he's a pacifist. So, oh well.
Greetings, fellow traveler of whatever town we're in. Speak to me as a friend, for that is what we shall become. That is, unless you have darkness in your heart, then we will part as the greatest of enemies. For I only mingle with those pure. Righteous? I know. It is the many years I've studied underneath the tutelage of the noblest and most honorable of lords and ladies. My teachers would give their food to the hungry, their money to the poor, their clothes to the naked. They were. So much so they ended up on the streets with no home, no money, and no food. But they had purity in their hearts, and that's what was important. Until they caught the plague, then most of them died. But they died with honor.
Balara Nama I, traveler. May the spirits walk among you as an ally, and your shadow never stray from your feet. It is the language of my people's religion and beliefs. It dates back to ancient times when the true gods were worshipped, when mortals and immortals lived side by side as equals. It's very old. I can tell you more about it, for a donation, of course. The name of our religion is so ancient that the mortal tongue cannot speak its name, but it holds the secrets of divinity. Its true followers long ago achieved perfection and left this world behind. Most of their teachings are lost to time. I found their lost archives and scrolls. Just a fraction of the truth, traveler, but enough. The path of perfection is open to me, and you may follow it. For another small donation, I can give you a copy of the holy texts. Ask me when we return.
Those ruins belong to Galgala and his curse. You sent those people to their deaths.
Your tales of make-believe may scare off gullible travelers, but not me. Those ruins belong to me now. My people will be cleansing this curse in no time.
You will only join Galgala's collection of puppets. If we see you again, we will assume you are a vessel of his and kill you on sight. You have been warned.
These Ashlanders are fools, stuck in their primitive fictions. Galgala and his curse are supposed to scare me? Ha! Wait, who are you? Why are you speaking to me? Well, you're tardy. I sent the others ahead. May as well settle in here. At the rate you move, they'll be back before we finish this conversation. And whose fault is that? Every day that land sits useless. It's my coffers that suffer. I wasn't about to let Theo squander our time entertaining the tall tales of these Ashlanders. The fewer of these body-snatcher fables they hear, the better. Malignant spirits, that's enough to do their job. Or it should be, if they're such experts. If you'd like to do yours, Valenvarion is to the east, through the pass.
Do not be fooled by the man outside. Galgala is not a spirit to be taken lightly. Those he sent to Valenvarion are already dead, though their bodies may lie convincingly. Galgala is a body shifter, a spirit who expels living souls and uses their bodies as puppets. Though his spirit is bound to Valenvarion, once possessed of a vessel, he is free to roam and lure more into his trap. Our wards would not allow evil spirits to enter the camp. Lord Thonlin is simply, as the outside people of Vardenfell would put it, an ass. If we knew Galgala would not still exist, killing him while he occupies a vessel only frees his spirit. The only answer is to offer nothing to him. Wisdom the man outside does not hear. I told you what I...
Problem, Sarah?
There's really no such thing as junk. It's all just treasure in need of a good whack or two. Save yourself the trouble, eh? I've got the broken down bits right here.
Vajita has gold if you have one.
Still here. Thanks for asking.
This land is more hostile than I expected. Maybe we should have gone with Farwen to set the wards.
Assuage your doubts, my friend. Farwen is a righteous woman who smites evil with her depth of goodness. She will be fine.
Right. You made it! Lord Thonlin ushered us out of the camp so fast we almost didn't get supplies. Bastard threatened to pull our contract if we didn't hurry up. Luckily, this case seems fairly standard. Just some mad spirits we need to... Well, we have a name. Galgala. That'll help us call him out. Find out what's ailing him and all that. That'll make things a little bit easier. So long as he's not one of those spirits that tries to possess people or something. Wait, what? That changes things. A lot. We've only dealt with a possession spirit once. We lost our friend Lonnie dealing with it. That bastard Thonlin said nothing about this. We need Farwen's ward set up, fast. She went to set her protection wards around the site. Standard practice is to scout for optimal placement. Find Farwen and make sure those wards get set. It should buy us. Do what you need to in order to get Farwen back here safely. We can't waste any time. Possession spirits aren't to be taken lightly. I'd love to, but she's tight-lipped about the secrets of her old gods. Maybe I should be less stingy in my donations. Shars and I know a trick or two of our own, but it's Farwen's wards that have always kept us safe. We'd be lost without her.
I see the ghosts are still on my land, Theo, and here you are just standing around.
So good of you to join us, Lord Thonlin. I'm sure your motivational presence won't be a distraction at all.
I don't know who's the bigger fool, me or them. I can't believe I'm paying for this.
They're coming for us.
You must pardon me a moment. I require focus while I commune with the old gods. They will show me the Jahida of this place and guide my placement of their protective wards. Your help is appreciated. I can fend for myself, but conjuring these wards is taxing, and establishing a spirit barrier is only the first step. I must continually channel the flow of magic to maintain it for any extended period of time. The wards must align around a focal point as near to the haunting as we dare. Poorly placed, the spirit barrier could appear in an undesirable location. Inside solid rock, for instance, and I'll only have the strength to attempt this once. A body shifter? Old gods protect us. Not everyone survived our last brush with something like that. I must pray. There. The old gods have lit the way. I shall follow you and save my strength for my magics.
I'm agreeable.
Not good. These spirits are being drawn to where our wards need to be placed.
It's all in your head. Keep fighting!
It's done. The spirit knows what we're up to. We need to hurry before it decides to stop toying with us.
Maybe I should have joined the buoyant armigers.
More ghosts. They must be under the sway of the body shifter. He owns them, body and soul.
Interesting pair. More lively than the other ones. More vital. I look forward to wearing your skin.
This evil has lingered here for a very long time. But have faith that the old god's power is far older. The last one. Clear the way and we'll be safe soon enough.
Such a pretty, hopeful smile. I'll have to practice it.
No! Touch the light! Set the ward! Ah!
My righteous friend, what are you doing with your hands?
It intimidates the ghosts when I stand like this. It tricks them into believing that I'm the one wielding this power.
You look like an idiot.
Be gone, evil spirits. Be gone. Oh, hey. It worked. Well, at least the ward is keeping the spirits out for now. Which is good, considering we're nothing more than vessels to them. I'm not ready to give up my body just yet. Still some good years in this one. But where's... We have to get her back, before it's too late. She's not lost. It's no easy thing casting a living soul from its body. We have time, but she's not the only one in danger. This shield won't last very long without Farwen channeling magic to it. I don't suppose he offered us a handy map or some directions to where he's hiding. No, of course not. This damn spirit wants to use one of our own against us. Well, two can play at that. If we can lure a spirit into this ward, we'll have it under our control. Temporarily, anyways. We'll be able to question it. If the spirit is bound to this Galgala, it'll be compelled to tell us where he hides. By breaking it down to its very essence and then rebuilding it again. I need you to destroy these spirits until you find one powerful enough. Place the essence in the circle here. We're ready to begin the summon. Rise up, spirit, and be bound to my command.
Why do you summon me, vessels?
Vengeful spirit, you will tell us where your master holds our friend.
Silence, weaklings. I will speak to the one who brought me here.
Wait, that's not how this is supposed to work.
Yes, you are strong. I understand Galgala's interest now. You will make a fine vessel. Ask what you will, but Galgala does not hide, but a good first question. He is not here. This ruin merely acts as a dungeon for his captive souls. You will know it soon enough. His fortress is near, if you look closely. The lava pass under the bridge of stone. She clings to her shell. Our master likes to toy with his puppets before their end. I remember my death vividly. If Galgala were to be defeated, I'd not be saddened. But there would be consequences. Last question. Choose carefully. Your friend will die soon. Destroy Galgala's vessel, and his essence will seek safe harbor in her weakened body. His power will sustain it, and she will live to suppress him. I'm sure you do. I'd like to see how this ends, but alas.
And there goes our ward. Guess Farwen's spell could only hold so long without her being here.
Ward or not, I expect my land to be cleared, and soon.
Sure. I know you're supposed to be our bodyguard. I just didn't expect we'd need the position to be taken quite so literally. You know what? I'm going to let you do your job. I might even know where Galgala is. Right. We passed it on our way here, just south. I'll mark it for you. Go and do whatever it takes to save our friend. Farwen's strong. If anyone can deal with an evil spirit in them, it's her. It's too dangerous to stick around without the wards. We'll drag Lord Thonlin back to safety, kicking and screaming if we have to. I don't care about the money, just save Farwen. But if you do banish Galgala, we'll have means to celebrate with. All right, team. We're packing up and heading back to town. Our friend will handle it from here.
What? What are you talking about? You've hardly done anything. I expect you to clear this ruin, not run away with your tail tucked between your legs.
Seeing as you withheld information that's jeopardizing the lives of my team, you voided our satisfaction guarantee.
Them to run away. Well, no, I guess it wouldn't. Maybe they should try that.
Here you are. I had hoped to greet you as a friend. But we will be very close soon.
Am I free? I was a prisoner. I can't think. I had to get away. I feel better now. The pain, it's fading. I feel so light, drifting away. Galgala. Yes, his presence is all around. Smothering. I need to rest. I'm so tired. Just let me lie down for a moment. I have to stay awake. My body feels so heavy, but gods, it hurts. I can feel him clawing at the back of my eyes. I don't know that I can do this. I don't know. Finish me. End my life before this spirit can take control. I don't want to be his puppet. What do you know of my gods? The irony. My fate left in the hands of my faith. I want to live, divines. You hear me? I am going to live. He's quiet now. He's quiet. Let's get out of here!
All right, but don't cry for Mummy. I'm tired of walking anyway.
For the 80th time, help is on the way. I've received assurances from House Redoran. They will handle this trouble in the mine. You need only be patient.
Patient? The foreman just dragged another egghand out of the mine, and he's worse than the rest. This is on your head, Mo.
And our hero returns. Let's hear it for our friend here.
To bravery, honor, and righteousness.
May the old god's blessings be upon you.
We were wondering when you were going to arrive. I told the others to wait until you got here before we began celebrating, but Shars found the drinks and one thing led to another and, well, I'm glad that you're here now. Good spirits. I'll have to remember that one. Why wouldn't we be? You saved our dear Farwyn and rid the world of a terrible evil. Farwyn told us all about your battle to banish Galgala, the stuff of legends. She said you destroyed his material body and drove him out of those ruins. With Galgala gone, those other bound spirits will clear out soon enough as well. Not even Lord Thonland can argue the results. Our job is a success because of you. As promised, here's your payment. I even threw in some extra for going above and beyond what we could have ever asked of you. If we ever decide to start an official Ghost Hunters Guild, you will be the first to know, my friend.
If you'll all excuse me, I'm going to find some more wine. This day has been quite taxing.
I presume you've come here seeking work? I'm afraid the mine may be closed for some time yet. Not too long, of course. Anyway, feel free to stay as long as your coin purse allows. Our innkeeper will no doubt appreciate the business. Some of our egg hands have fallen ill. We've elected to keep them in the mines until we find the source of the sickness. Just a precaution, mind you. Surveyors from House Redoran should be arriving any minute to, you know, survey. Trapped? No, don't be absurd. It's not as if they're itching to leave. Look, House Redoran will sort this out. Speak to Foreman Lothdar if you have other questions. He's just over there, by the mine entrance. They have other matters to attend to.
Can't you hear it? The song. It's all wrong. We have to fix it.
Bah. Fresh air's not going to do the trick.
It plays and plays. But the chords are wrong. Don't you see? It has to be right. It has to be perfect.
Thogbooth nearly bit my hand off when we pulled him out of the mine. I've never seen him like this. Poor bastard.
Well, it's about damn time. You daffy House Redoran types have... Wait, you're not House Redoran? Ah, should have known better. You'd best move on, stranger. This mine's cursed. It'll snatch you up just like poor Thogbooth if you aren't careful. Sorry for growling and moping. We've just been waiting for these damned Redoran surveyors so long. Kind of lost hope, you know? My egg hands are in buckets of trouble. Some strange noise is turning their brains to pudding, driving the Kwama mad too. It's put a hex on them. They won't budge. They just pace and hum and blubber like idiots. Practically had to beat Thogbooth senseless to drag them out here. Oh, something in that noise, that song. It's got them by the beards and won't let go. Maris Mercy. Thank you, friend. I'm supposed to wait until the Redarin surveyors show up, but to Sovngarde with that. I want my people home safe. Do what you need to do, but don't stay in there long. I don't want that song to claim you too. Well, it's barely a song. It's just a mash of notes, you know? It crawls up behind your eyeballs and makes you dizzy, paranoid. I've been working in these mines for years, and I've never heard the like. Might have something to do with all the quakes. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but Red Mountain's been pretty ornery lately. We've been dealing with minor cave-ins for weeks. Could be that one of those tremors uncovered something it shouldn't have.
I don't want to hurt you, but now I'm going to. Watching.
It's not time yet. It should be quiet. It should be sleeping. Damn groundquakes. Must have been... What are you? No! I can't leave. Not yet. I tried to follow the foreman. I did. But it won't let me. Not until everything is as it should be. Not Yes! Yes! The song! You've heard it. I can tell. It should be quiet. It isn't ready. It isn't perfect. But someone interfered. The ground shook and... Oh, the meddling! They broke it! Yes, yes! But not one of us. No, it's a tinkerer. A meddler! Poking around and breaking things, soiling them! He has to be punished. Yes! The song has to be pure. Has to be perfect. If not, the consequences... Oh, the consequences!
It's not as it should be. Not at all. The song is calling! You hear it, don't you? I can see it behind your eyes. Swimming in there. Can you see the melody? The harmony? Please, you have to see it. A song. The song. Do you see how it shimmers? Do you see its tones, its colors? It should help make things clear, make things whole, but it doesn't. It doesn't. It has to be fixed. Open your ears. You have to find it, the melody. It's shattered and hidden, you see? Tucked away in the noise, but it's there. It has to be. It has to be.
Dead and gone. Quama, Breton, Queen, Egghand, all the same. All just meat. They killed her. Killed their own queen. Do you see what it does? What it's doing? Broken. All broken. Just the mind for now. But soon, everywhere. It's spun out of control. Can't you feel it? It echoes and grows. Echoes and grows. Soon it'll be too loud for the mind to contain. Everyone will hear it. Everyone. And then... No! We have to fix it. Has to be fixed. Has to be perfect.
Don't like your odds.
you swit!
Probably shouldn't be proud of that. Metal.
I really thought I had it that time. Curse you, you buzzing hunk of junk! This is spite, isn't it? I'm sorry I broke you, all right? Oh, I should never have touched this damn thing. Stupid Revis. Ah, gracious! You nearly gave me a heart attack. You're a Redoran enforcer, aren't you? Look, I'm near to fixing this thing, I promise. Wait, how are you not a mumbling imbecile? Don't bother answering. I can't hear a thing. Ears are plugged, see? Civilized? Oh dear, you're just as mad as the others, aren't you? Look, try to focus. This resonator is broken. I need to set these dials to the correct sequence, but I can't hear the tones. Are you aware of any sequence it could be set to? Excellent, he said, expecting the worst. Just turn these dials until you think they're in the correct sequence. That lever there seems to execute the pattern. I'm sure that if the dials are in the correct position, something will happen. Well, that didn't work, but keep trying. There are only 1,024 possible combinations after all. We'll have it in no time. Something's happening. I think you got it. Yes, that's it. It's working. I hope.
What happened? Come on, let's get out of here.
Ha! See? Everything worked out. I have a small camp set outside of this room. We can talk there. The hero of the hour. You have my deepest thanks and most heartfelt compliments. The fact that you fixed it in your clearly addled condition. Exemplary work. Just exemplary. Seems like it's quieted down. I do hope it stays that way. I can offer little more than a guess. When you corrected the melody, the resonator returned to a dormant state. Some kind of slumbering function to conserve energy, maybe. What matters is that it's quieted down. Thank goodness. Oh dear, I hope so. Their exposure was fairly limited. If they had remained for another day, though, difficult to say. Please, let the foreman know how truly sorry I am. If there's anything I can do to help, feel free to call on me at my tower. I do wish I could have done a more thorough study of the resonator. What do you think they would do with such a device? Enslavement, perhaps? No, not enslavement. That's too obvious. Please, after all you've done, I'd say you're entitled to ask me several somethings. Yes, several days, in fact. I erected a series of oral wards to protect myself from the resonator's effects, but I could tell I was slipping. Another few days, and I'd have been as mad as those egg hands. I had to get creative. Yes. The wondrous power of Kwama wax. Given a few minutes of heat exposure, it hardens and expands. Great for plugging leaks, mending furniture, and protecting you from ancient dwarven brain scramblers. First-rate stuff.
You did it! My egg hands started stumbling out of the mine a few minutes ago. They've got some bumps and scrapes and more than a few headaches, but otherwise no worse for the— A dwarven what? How did— I've worked those mines for years, and I've never seen a scrap of dwarf mischief. Where is this snow-backed dark elf? It was that Telvanni skeever Revis, wasn't it? Huh. More Telvanni trickery. And to think I'd almost warmed to that little dolt. Ugh. Enough grumbling. I'm just grateful that my people are alive and safe. It's only because of you, friend. I'll raise a bottle of meat. With a couple of days rest and a few stiff drinks, we'll be up and running again. I guess I should go check on the Queen at some point. She's probably a nervous wreck. Always been a little skittish, that one. What? No, that can't be. The Queen's the heart of the mine. We mine eggs for Mara's sake. Can't very well run an egg mine without eggs, can you? I'm sorry. It's been a rough few days. It was that damned dwarf magic, wasn't it? Revis, I want you to find that scrawny little wizard and tell him the bills come due. He wants to help? Well, now's the hawking time. Revis lives just north of here. You'll see a tangle of old rope bridges and rocks. Kine only knows what that wizard does out there. Make sure you really lay into him, huh? I'd do it myself, but I've got to take care of this lot.
I knew that Telvanni would betray us eventually. We should have cast him out years ago.